Hey Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. This is your March 2019 Intuitive Tarot card reading. Before I delve into the cards, I want to tell you what I was picking up for you. It feels like with you, you're just kind of like going with the flow. Like I get the sense of like refusing to crumble, refusing to fall into the deep, taking charge of your own life. Taking action steps, to take charge of your life. You're making conscious decisions to either end or continue with certain areas of your life. So, like, if it's not fitting you or serving your highest good, then you're gonna cut the string to that. You're not playing games with anyone, and the way you're looking at it is like you either come for the ride or get off my ship, and that's the energy surrounding you. And I'll tell you, I tried not to make this, it was kind of difficult to tune into this energy, because I really tried to separate it from any Scorpios that I do know. But this is the collective energy. This is what's going on with the majority of Scorpios. So I think this is just like this new space that you're in, where you've just been through a lot, and now you're coming to a place where you're like, okay, I've had enough. I'm taking charge of my life. I can't allow anything else to interfere with my progress. You're at this place, it's like, I have shit to get done, and now. And if you're going to be in the way or a stumbling block, then I've just got to move you out of the way. Doesn't mean I don't care. It just means that my life depends on this. So you've got to move forward. And that's just kind of where you are right now. And it's frustrating, but you're doing it. You got your head held up, like maybe there may be feelings of regret in there as well, like feeling a little regretful. I'm also getting like nauseous, so there may be just getting ill during this time too. So it's wise to stay on top of your health as much as possible, because I think what's draining you is not just a sickness that's going around. I think it's stress. So I think it's draining energy, but you're still finding the fight in you to even persevere through that, even through illness. Like, you're persevering through it. And anybody that could cause this illness to intensify, you just don't want around you. And it's not because you don't care about them. It's because truly, the stress in itself is making you ill. So let's see what we get with the cards and where you're at this month, and see if the cards resonate with what I'm saying, if it makes sense. But that's what I'm feeling. Okay. Well, first card out, I flew out. The Empress. Yeah. Nurturing. And I want to say that this is like nurturing yourself, needing to do that. Judgment. Yeah. For sure. 2 mages right off the bat. The Sun. Yes. Nurturing yourself, making that choice to be happy. 3 majors right off the top. I love it. Seven of Cups. There's the choices. There it is. Surrounding you. The Chariot. That's your main energy moving forward. 5 of Wands. It's an uphill battle, but you're doing it. 8 of Cups. Yeah, see? Walking away from something and making the conscious decision to walk away from something. It's not easy. This is emotional for sure with the Cups here. And you're walking away from something that meant something to you emotionally, because it's causing strife, it's causing you illness, it's causing stress. Ace of Cups. Coming out of March, what do we got? The High Priestess. You intuitively knowing. The only card, this is like phenomenal. The only card that I can see being an issue is this Five of Wands. But it's petty. This is like petty arguing, you know. This is making that choice. With this Chariot, this is your surrounding energy, okay? This is your main energy. So this Chariot is going to move. Which direction is it going to move in? Coming out of March, it's moving in the direction that you're intuitively guided to with this High Priestess. And it is to start a new beginning on an emotional level. Walking away from what did not serve you, what was painful. Walking away from that. It's painful. You know, and you're making the conscious decision. With this Judgment card, you're being called to do so. You're being called to bank on this intuition. What is going to make you happy? Is it this petty arguing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's this, the Ace of Cups. That's an emotional reset. You know, starting over emotionally, whether it's with somebody or alone. You know, it doesn't matter. It just feels better than what this felt like. This feels way better than what this felt like. It feels better than this. It feels better than having to make the choice, you know, and intuitively knowing that this is what's best for you. This Eight of Cups, walking away from somebody, that's not an easy thing to do. It's not. This hurts. This is painful, but it has to be done. It has to be done. And you know this. Intuitively, you know this. And this is what you're walking away, because you know that this energy right here, what I feel off of this is so draining. This is so extremely draining that it's like over time, this is what causes illness if you don't walk away. You know, it's this that causes illness. You know, and it could be a job that you just really love, you know, but it's the people that work there that you can't get along with, you know. But let me clarify this reading. Yeah, Four of Swords. You definitely had to put a lot of thought into this. There was definitely time taken out where you had to go within and think really hard. Do I want this? Is this what the best thing is? And you weighed the pros and cons. You know, the Moon. Yeah, that's the Moon. That's like hidden things coming to light. This is things that you already suspected being revealed. And it's because you went within. It's because you blocked everybody out for a moment so you could think and rest on it and think about it. And you put yourself first. You put yourself first here. And you needed to. The King of Pentacles. You know, the King of Pentacles in reverse is a little downtrodden. You know, the King of Pentacles in reverse is not feeling very stable. But that's what the thought process came in. This is why you made the decision that you made, because you weren't feeling stable. You know, there is no stability in this. That's what came to light. That's what came to light. One more. One more. One more to tell the story. Death. Scorpio. That's the Scorpio card right there. Death. Transformation. The light at the end of the tunnel. Making this decision. You know, when you went within and you made this decision, it was not easy to make. Not at all. Understanding exactly what's going on around you and not being naive and not settling causes you to move on with this Chariot card. Make that decision to keep moving forward. And with death, there's a rebirth. With a rebirth, you get the Ace of Cups. You get the Sun. This is what you're heading to. And it's intuitively guided. You know intuitively that that's the best for you. But again, I'm going to pull some more Oracle cards. Some more like validation. Energy signature. The past is in the present. Yeah, that nostalgic feeling that I was telling you about. You know, especially with the Four of Swords. Going back and looking at things over again. There may be some regrets there, but feeling pretty nostalgic. You know, things from the past are being revealed now for you to take a look at and decide whether you want this in your surroundings or not. I didn't like that. Hang on. Two more. New love is forming. You know, this is an eternal union. That's what it says here, eternal union. And new love is forming. And I'll tell you, this doesn't necessarily mean with another, okay? This could be the love for the self, finally putting yourself first. If there is somebody else in your surroundings that, you know, you're falling for or whatever, this is also that. And this is divinely guided. This is divinely guided. This is not a mistake. But if there isn't anybody else involved, then this is you with you. And I always say that, you know, that it does not have to be a love relationship. You can have a love relationship with yourself, with your higher self, trusting yourself. You know, everything you want in a love partner, you should already be able to have within yourself. Aside from the physical aspects, you know. One more. Expansion. Educate your mind and senses. You know, I totally see this. It's like I said, especially with this high priestess, you know, expansion. This is you finally breaking free. Breaking free. Look at how this guy's just like breaking the world apart. He's separating it, you know, but it's breaking free and trusting yourself. With expansion, you are trusting yourself. Educate your mind and senses. You are observing everything around you, observing all of it, especially with this Four of Swords, going within and taking that time to do so. And look, on this 4, the ribbon is orange, just like in the center of this. It looks like an orange ribbon. Really meditating on this, really going within and taking that time to meditate, to contemplate, to see things thoroughly from all sides, and choosing to put you first, you know. And you know, the song that's coming to my mind is I can't remember who sang it. I think her name started with T, but I think it's called I Choose Me. And that's the song that's coming into mind, and you should look that up on YouTube. It's a pretty song too, but it'll make a lot of sense. Yeah, I think it's called I Choose Me, but yeah, look that up. All right, I'll get a couple more. These are inspirational cards. Grab a couple out of here. Just for more guidance. I got it, right? Where'd it go? Oops, I felt it. I felt it turn. Where'd it go? Oops. Could have sworn I felt one flip. Huh. I thought one flipped. Did one flip out and I just didn't see it? I felt it. Strange. Okay. Well, I'll keep shuffling then. That's odd. I could have sworn one flipped out. Scorpio March 2019. There we go. The Sacred Lotus. Compassion in action. The chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Yeah, having compassion for yourself. For yourself, you know, choosing compassion for the self. This is the action step that's been needed. Destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Yeah, see, and you know this already. You know, like this right here, this new love forming, this letting that door of destiny open for you. This is, you know, whether, again, whether it's with yourself or with somebody new, it's divinely guided. You've got to trust you. One more. There it is. Patience. That's major. Patience is absolutely needed here. You are in a good place right now, a good mental space where you're very clear. The clarity is there. And you have to stay patient because, you know, one slip up in the patience and everything could crumble. You could lose everything that you've worked for so far by losing your patience. Don't worry about how fast something is coming or how slow it's moving. Get out of that energy. Time is an illusion. It's a man-made thing. It's a human creation. You know, without the human being, time didn't exist. We created that. So let go of time as much as you possibly can. And I know that there's appointments and certain times that you've got to clock into work and everything, but don't watch the calendar. Don't watch the calendar. Don't watch the, you know, the clock. Just let things be. Allow things to happen. Because when you start putting up that anxiety, you know, that wall of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this isn't happening fast enough, or this is taking too long, you know, something like that. You build this resistance, and it's kind of like you put this resisting shield around anything, around yourself, right? That doesn't allow things to just flow through naturally, you know. And so patience is needed. But I'll read this. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Yeah, you got to be able to be patient through it. Just breathe through this time. As difficult as that may sound or be, you have to learn to just breathe through it. Don't give it too much attention. Like, I wouldn't make this one of your main topics of conversation because, you know, you give 30 seconds to a topic and you've already built momentum. You give 17 seconds to a thought, you've already built momentum. And then that energy just keeps building, you know. And as soon as like a thought like this comes in, try to switch it. It's hard to train yourself that way, but try to switch that thought process, because once you can get used to switching your thought process from a negative one into a positive one, then you see things happen and unravel for you in a much faster pace, you know, at a much faster pace. And so again, you know, like I've said to Libra, you know, there's going to be bumps in the road. You have got to expect that you will skin your knee at some point. But would you rather skin your knee or fall off a cliff? You know, patience is needed for sure. You could be pushed right off a cliff because of impatience. But if you're walking slow and you just look at a squirrel, then it's easy to slip on a rock and you know, trip over or a root that's in the ground, you know, and just fall down and say, oh crap, and laugh it off, you know. But if you fall off a cliff, well, I don't know how funny that could be. But yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. Just keep your head up. Things are going to work out. You just have to be patient, okay? All right. All is well. All is well. Take care.